Hello, my name's Emma from Balanceworks Yoga. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to the Great Barford Bowls Club, which is where I run a couple of my classes from on a Monday. I do chair yoga on a Monday morning at 11 o'clock and a mat-based yoga for all class at 7:30 in the evening. But today I'm just going to give you a little taster of what we do in chair yoga. If you want to join in, then make sure you are sitting on a comfortable chair, something where you can sit fairly upright, but really you can do any of these things anywhere. But the most upright and comfortable chair that you can be in, a dining chair is perfect, is great. You can always have something behind your back or maybe even something underneath your feet if it's a particularly high chair, just to make sure you're comfortable to start. So we always start with just a little bit of grounding, a little bit of time just to settle in and pop the day thus far behind us and just take a few moments to tune in to ourselves. So I encourage either closing your eyes or softening your gaze as you just take a moment just to notice how you're feeling this morning. Notice any sensations around you that help you tune into the present moment. So that could just be the temperature of your skin, the temperature of the room, any sounds in the room or outside the room, or even just the sound of your breath gently. Can you notice any smells or scents in the air? And then notice how the ground feels underneath your feet, how the chair feels as we sit here. Just beginning to notice any areas of the body that feel a little bit achy this morning that you need to pay attention to. You can relax the hands just softly in your lap. And as you sit here, just really think about maybe lengthening the breath a little bit. So as you inhale, just lengthening the spine and sitting up nice and tall. And on the exhale, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale in through the nose and exhale through the nose or mouth. I often think about a current of upward energy through the front of the body as we inhale, and think about grounding down through the back as we exhale. So really using this energy and lift, if you like, to help us sit nice and tall, but also to ground down, get this nice grounded stability to start. Take one more nice big breath in and long breath out. Relax the shoulders back and down. Then we're just going to add some gentle movement with the arms. So you can either just gently bat the eyes open or you can keep them closed as we reach the arms all the way out to the side and allow them to float all the way up. And exhale, bring them down. And repeat. Inhale, arms coming up wherever they want to come to, and exhale down. Maybe they don't come all the way, that's fine. One more. Inhale, float them up, and exhale down. Once they're down, just finding the chair, maybe the chair leg or the back of the chair, to just hold onto gently here, just to draw the shoulder blades back. So as we sit here, just trying to sit a bit further upright and draw the shoulder blades back, and just really visualize them melting down your back. Lifting the chest, bringing it a little bit further forwards here. And we're just going to draw a line with the nose to the right, to our right shoulder. Take a breath in here and out. And then take the nose all the way over to the other shoulder. Take a breath in and out. And then back to center. Allow the nose just to draw down, our chin come down to our chest. Feel a stretch down the back of our neck. Keeping upright though, we're not crumpling down yet. And then inhale, bring the head up. Exhale, keeping your head there. Just feeling the stretch through your throat as you bring the head back to center. Lovely. We're going to allow the left arm just to reach up here. Take a little side bend and bring it back down. And the right arm can do the same. So just allow the arms to float from side to side. Just get a little stretch through the obliques. Nice and floaty. Not forcing anything at the moment. And the next time the left arm is up, we're just going to reach a little bit further, maybe anchoring down with the right hand. Take an inhale here to stretch and an exhale just to soften into the stretch. Maybe going a little bit further. One more breath, inhale, allow your body just to open and reach, and exhale. Really using the breath here today to help our body move. And then over to the other side. So it might just be a little stretch you've got here. Your arm might be here. You might prefer to have your hand on your shoulder. As long as we get that little stretch to the side of the body, wherever the arm is, it doesn't matter. Take a big inhale just to stretch a little bit further. And exhale. Soften into the stretch. One more breath. And then come back to center. Bring our hands down to our knees. We're going to draw some circles with our hips, with our rib cage. Just slow little rolls. I always pick the creaky chair at this point. Is your chair creaking? As long as it doesn't give way, that's fine. And change direction. And just really noticing our body weight distributing through our sit bones. Getting a little bit of a nice little massage through the organs, the waist, a little bit of the shoulders and the arms getting involved. And then come back to center, roll the shoulders back. Then bring your left hand to your left shoulder and isolate just one shoulder at a time, drawing some circles with the elbow, really leading with the elbow to try and make the movement a little bit more dynamic. Getting a little twist maybe through the torso as you make the circle a little bit bigger. And then back to center, the right hand to the right shoulder, and just draw some circles, maybe starting small and getting a little bit bigger. Just really opening up, stretching across the chest, getting the shoulder moving, getting all the fluid moving in our joints. And then one more, reach up all the way up. Maybe the hands come to center, maybe together, maybe not. And then we're going to cactus the arms here. So bring the hands down to the side and our elbows nice and wide. Just bring the hands back a little bit further here. And then we're going to bring the hands to prayer position. Bring the hands all the way down to our hearts. Get a little bit of a bow here. Then inhale, open up. Bring it back, squeeze the shoulders, and exhale, bring the hands together, drawing the belly in a little bit here as well, a little bow. Inhale to open, squeeze, exhale. So we're getting this little flexion and extension of the spine and of the chest. Next time we inhale and open up our cactus arms, we're just going to take a little twist to the left, whichever way, it doesn't matter, and come back to center, and then a twist to the right, come back to center, one more, twist to the left, come back to center and to the right, to center. Just going to take a little dip to one side, doesn't matter which way, all the way over to the other side. Feeling really nicely warmed up in the body now. We're going to shake the hands out. Shake the hands, maybe bring them all the way down to our feet. Get a little stretch, a little fold. Bring them all the way up in the air. And then we're going to open and close our fingers and just really try and exercise all the joints in our hands and our wrists and warm them up. Get a little bit faster, maybe turning it into a little flicky with the fingers, as if you've got water on your hands and you need to flick the water off. Give them a little shake. And just rotate the wrists so we can have our hands into fists and just rotate them outwards. And the other direction. Just going to have a little stretch here. We're going to take the fingers of one hand and just bring them downwards. So we're just gently encouraging the stretch all the way down the arm, the wrist, the forearm, the fingers, and then the other one. Just gently pull. So it might be here, it might keep a nice little bend to the elbow, or you can take it straighter if you want a deeper stretch. Sitting up nice and tall. Lovely. Okay, just roll the shoulders back, sitting further upright, and just maybe moving our bottoms near the edge of the chair. We're going to turn our attention to our legs now here. Just going to just lift one knee and send the leg out and bring it back in again. So like little kicks. So one leg out, in and down, up, out, in, down. Trying to keep nice and upright and feeling our core engaged to keep us nice and stable. One, up, out, in, down. Just going to take it a little bit faster now, so we're going to take a little kick, 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 like we're kicking a football, a little bit more energy. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Okay, so the right leg, we're just going to point and flex, extend it out, point and flex the foot, the ankle, and then just take a nice little rotation in either direction, in both directions, opening up the toes. Don't know if you've got socks on this morning. It's a very, very cold, icy, snowy morning out here today. But if you're doing this when it's warmer, take your socks off and free up your toes. Lovely. Let's hug that knee in. Just give a nice little hug here. Maybe seeing if we can just bring our head down towards our knee. It'll get a squeeze. Come back upright and release. And then the other leg, extend it out and point and flex and point and flex and point and flex. Maybe slowing it down a bit and really noticing the sensations that muscles activated in the calf, the quads, the whole leg by this little simple but effective exercise. Let's take a little rotation outwards and inwards, just really finding all those muscles switching on in our legs. Lovely, and then hug the knee in, sit nice and tall, give it a little squeeze, and then maybe bring our head down or our nose down towards wherever we can come to here. And coming back up. Lovely. Let's give it a little tippy tappy toes with the toes. Waking up all the muscles, all the blood and oxygen through our legs. Really nice and stimulating and energizing. Awesome. Okay, we're going to do a couple of standing exercises. So just making sure we're sort of nice and even through our body as we stand up. I like to sort of lean forwards first, bring the body weight forwards through into our feet, making sure our feet are nice and stable on the ground. So when we're standing, it's up to you if you want to come and stand behind the chair. I recommend maybe having the chair in front of you. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. We're first of all just going to find our mountain pose. So whether you're holding onto a chair or you're releasing the hands and just having a little rock through the feet. So we're going to maybe come onto our toes and back onto our heels and just roll around all 4 corners of our feet. So you can come backwards and forwards. You can go side to side. Maybe a few little circles just to really activate our foundation, our feet, taking care of our base, making sure we're nice and stable because that's what keeps us upright, especially when it's snowy outside and I've been slipping around on my dog walk this morning, so really need to make sure my feet are in good condition to hold the rest of me up. Okay, so just finding our mountain pose, so whichever direction we're standing in, you can hold onto the chair or you can release the hands and just bring them to the side and just take a moment just to notice the ground beneath your feet and just take your awareness through your body as you move up through your shins and your knees. Check you got a little bit of softness in your knees, your feet are hip width apart. Bring your energy all the way up through the thighs to the hips, all the way up your spine, your core, up to your shoulders and then to the crown of your head, just lifting up. So we're standing nice and upright. I'm going to do the same little sort of sunshine arms that we did at the beginning. So if you're holding onto the chair, if you want to, you can just do one arm at a time, or we can do both arms. Inhaling, bringing the arms up, and exhale down. Inhale, and exhale. A little softness in the knees as we land. Inhale, and exhale. Or as I said, you can do alternate arms if you want to be holding onto the chair. It's a nice thing to have a go at alternate arms anyway, because get a little stretch, a little side body stretch here. Move with the breath, gets the blood pumping. Go back to double arms if you like. Lovely. And just roll the shoulders. And we're just going to do a little warrior pose. So holding on the back of your chair, going to step back with the left foot. Just step back wherever and take a moment to get situated here. Maybe just a little outward, taking your toes outward slightly. So you're on tram lines, so you shouldn't be on a tightrope here. That's going to be way harder to balance. On tram lines, and just pointing the left toes out slightly, bending in that front knee, holding onto the chair at the moment, and just pressing through your feet, drawing the belly in and trying to use that grounded feeling just to rise up nice and tall here. Warrior one. Option to release the left arm, reaching up, and then exhale, bring it down, and the right arm reaching up, and exhale down. I'm going to go the left arm again, reaching out and up, and it's up to you if you want to bring that arm down or release the right hand and bring that up as well, like we're holding a beach ball and finding our warrior one. Find a little focal point ahead of you if you want to feel a bit more stable. Press through your feet, reach with the fingertips. Maybe take a little bend to the elbows here if it's too tight through your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. And either bring the hands down to the chair now, or you can cactus the arms here and continue to squeeze the shoulders and bring the hands down to your lower back or interlace the hands behind you. So either holding onto the chair or holding onto your lower back, or just this little interlace the fingers. We're just going to lean forward. So wherever your hands are, wherever they feel stable, lean forwards, really bending into that front knee, finding a little humble warrior stretch here. And then activating the core to come all the way back up. And then just releasing the back foot, just going to step it back in. I'm just going to shake both legs out here, because they've both been switched on quite a lot by that strong pose. Really good strengthening position and really good for our balance and stability. We're going to go on the other side. So we're going to ground through the left foot and step back gently with the right foot. Take a moment to find stability. Try and plant all four corners of your right foot down, all four corners of your left foot. When I say corners, edges, whatever, I know they're not direct corners. And take a bend in the front knee. Draw the belly in, so we're not leaning forwards too much yet. We're trying to be fairly upright. So if you need to shuffle forward slightly, so you've got the chair there. Right toes pointing out slightly. And we're going to release the right hand up to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, bring it down. Release the left hand, reach forwards and up. Stretch all the way up the side of the left body and exhale down. Then the right hand one more time. Option to bring it down and repeat with the left hand, or pressing through our feet, release the left hand. You can always bring it down whenever you need to. Bend in that front knee. We're reaching up, finding warrior one, like you're holding a beach ball above your head. One more breath here. And then either bring the hands back down the chair or cactus the arms, taking the elbows nice and wide. Open up the hands here. And then bring the hands either to your lower back or interlace the fingers behind you. So here or holding on. And then we're going to bring the chest forwards as we take a little lean into that front knee, keeping both feet grounded. A little bit harder when you're in socks, I feel. And then activate the core to come back up, hold on to the chairs. We step the foot back in and shake both legs out. Even just take a little bit of a little jog here, holding onto the chair. Shake the feet. Lovely. We're going to turn to the side and we're just going to open out the outward knee, do some hip circles. So I'm holding on with my right hand and taking the left knee out, but you can go the other direction. Opening it out the side. And change direction. It might be just some very small circles with the knee, with the hip, or you might get a little bit bigger. Lovely. Change direction. I'm going to turn the other direction. Open out the right knee this time. and change direction. Maybe bring the toes down in between, or challenging yourself to balance, keeping the toes off the ground. Okay, again, face the chair. Little march, just to release any tightness in the feet and the legs. Then we're just going to walk the feet backwards and take a little downward dog stretch here. So walk the feet backwards as far as you feel okay and nice and stable with the hands. And then with a nice bend in the knees, just send the bottom a bit further backwards, getting a stretch through the arms, the back. Take some breaths here just to come a little bit deeper. You can straighten the legs if they feel good, or you can keep a bend here. You can bend one and the other. This is a nice little move just to stretch all the way down the outer hip and thigh muscles. One more breath here. And then engage the core again to walk yourself back in. And once we're here, we're just going to come up onto our toes, finding a little sort of upward dog position, lifting the heart to the chest forward, squeezing the shoulders back up on the toes. See if we can hold it for another second. And then exhale, come back down. We're going to come and sit back down onto our chair now. And just have a few little stretches just to cool down, to warm down. So the first thing we're going to do, again, just making sure our feet are nicely grounded here. Just going to open out the arms nice and wide. And then wrap the left arm over the right, holding onto the shoulders, and give ourselves a little hug here. Inhale to lift, and exhale, just round the back a little bit and get a stretch across the upper back. And have a little rock if you like, if that feels good. Get a little extra stretch down the different sides of the back. And come back to center, release the arms, and this time open out wide, open out the fingers, give them a little wiggle, and then the right arm over the left, holding onto the shoulders, claw the fingers a little bit. Inhale and exhale, stretch across the back, have a little sway, or some little circles here. Anything that feels nice and nourishing, and a nice stretch to the back and the neck. Okay, release. Going to take the left hand across the body and just across the chest, and hold with your right hand just to gently stretch through the shoulder, through the arm. Give the fingers a little wiggle here. Just try not to hoik it across too much. We're drawing the left shoulder back in, just feeling the stretch. And then release. And the other arm across the body, just gently holding it with your hand, or maybe your forearm here, drawing the left elbow, left shoulder back, wiggle the fingers. And then release. Just going to take a little fold now. So we're going to reach up nice and tall and bring the hands down to our waist, our hips rather, and just feeling that hip crease, we're going to lean forwards, trying to just keep a nice long back. Lean forwards, get a little fold. Inhale, come back up. So instead of rounding the back here, instead of rounding down, we're trying to hinge at the hip. So we're leaning forwards. Maybe your bottom comes up slightly as we lean forwards, keeping a nice long back, bringing our thighs, our belly to our thighs. Arming up one more time. And then this time, seeing if we can settle for a moment. You can bring your elbows down to your knees, or maybe your hands down to your feet. And we're just going to lift the left arm up to the side, get a little twist, and down. And then the right arm up to the side, and down, and slowly roll all the way up. Nice big sunshine arms up again, bringing the hands to prayer position, and then drawing them down to our hearts. Take a little moment here just to send yourself a little bit of thanks, a little bit of gratitude for taking yourself through this practice this morning, for carving out this time to be with yourself. Just going to turn and face you. Maybe taking something with you into the rest of the day, setting a little intention for something you'd like to cultivate a bit more of in your day, Maybe it's to continue some of the calm, some of the length you've created in your body, respect you've shown to your body. And I want to thank you very much for tuning in today and giving this practice a go. Well done. Namaste.